Hi, my name is Natalie Yeadon, and I'm one of the co-owners and managing directors with Impetus Digital. We are a company that specializes in online advisory boards and working groups. Today, I'm actually going to be speaking to you about choosing the right vendor for helping you create an online advisory board. You're in a situation where it's now an idea that's come to your mind. It's a decision that has been made through your company, through senior leadership, or through a brand decision based on need or potentially even budget. So, what do you do? Last time we actually spoke about selecting a vendor based on their software or their platform. Today, I'm going to talk a little bit about why else you would need to be thinking beyond just a software seller. Sometimes what might happen is if you choose a vendor who's only going to sell you software, unfortunately, what will often happen is you will be trained on how to use the software. It will sometimes you'll use it for a little bit, but unfortunately, because a lot of medical and marketing managers have a day job and are actually really busy themselves, um, it's not necessarily something that's sustainable that they can actually maintain themselves. So we have seen in the past that what will happen is these platforms will become what we call a digital ghost town. So what we really do suggest is not only having a vendor with a really great platform, but also a vendor that also provides a full support. So basically a full service agency. And so the reason for this is that you need to ensure that the vendor provides easily accessible and very responsive support services for the platform. So something that you will always have access to, as well as your customers using it. You'll also want to use a vendor that has a lot of experience in the healthcare space. As we know, healthcare is probably one of the most highly regulated industries in the world. And so there needs to be some know-how on how to navigate that landscape. Everything from guidelines to basically the culture, dealing with physicians, nurses, pharmacists, other allied healthcare providers, how to speak with them, how to converse. So there really is an experience edge that you need beyond just a software seller. Specifically, a vendor that has experience in the life sciences space, so pharmaceuticals, biotechnology, medical device. There is an important need around understanding uh, planning, life cycle, and strategic and tactical planning around brands. Everything from new product planning, so as you're starting to plan a launch, all along the life cycle up to loss of exclusivity when you're getting uh, biologics coming in and uh, other kinds of generic entrants and everything in between. So you'll really require having that expertise and knowing how to navigate through the brand cycle, as well as having experience in multiple therapeutic areas. It's important to be able to deal with somebody who can help you think strategically and create a vision about what is possible. So being able to have understanding about clinical endpoints and sort of the general disease landscape and how to ask really specific questions around milestones and gating milestones, market access, regulatory questions, conferences, data, what's going on with competitors. And so being able to sort of work with somebody who's going to give you some of that strategic view, strategic questions so that you can set up things like campaigns of interaction with a lot of confidence and knowing that your vendor is going to really help you plan your programs. And with that, besides the planning and the strategic component, is actually be able to help you with content. A lot of our clients are busy, they're flying to different cities, managing multiple meetings and multiple other sort of internal and external activities. So being able to have a right-hand man, a really strategic partner is absolutely essential in the equation. In addition, somebody who's going to help you with a lot of the heavy lifting, we call that project management, dealing with things like customized reminders, launching programs, and managing, creating on-demand activity tracking, all really important piece that does require a lot of time. And last but not least, somebody who's going to be able to provide you very comprehensive reports, everything from strategic transcript reports to data analysis and recommendations, so that you actually can seamlessly work through your projects, know that they're being really well executed, and that you can just deal with the strategic components of the insights to be able to make decisions about what you're going to be doing with your brands and planning. So those are the things that we would recommend. Again, dealing with a vendor that's got a great software platform, but also provides the strategic support and content. If you'd like to learn more about how to set up and plan and create an online advisory board, please feel free to visit our website at Impetus Digital at www.impetusdigital.com. Our contact information is there, and we'd love to help you out.